Hello and welcome to what I think is episode 25 of the 361, and it's called Recovery Challenges. Now, am I the only one who sets myself up with recovery challenges? I'm going to assume that I'm not. So why do it? Well, what are recovery challenges? So let's assume that it is a thing and that I just didn't make it up. And they're little things that I decide to do to see how my recovery is going. Now, they're not big things, obviously, like a divorce or a death. I'm not talking about that because unpredictability pulls the rug from under us. I'm talking about little small things that we can do to see if we're actually getting anywhere in our recovery. So today I'm talking about recovery as in being sober, because that's something that I know something about. I'm moving towards 3 years sober in about 10 days time. I'm looking forward to celebrating that. No, so I'm going to suggest some recovery challenges for all those of you that are trying to stay sober. They could be going to a wedding with a free bar. I've just been to a party today with a free bar where there were some members that were functioning alcoholics, which really means they're alcoholics and they don't know it. Or going to a party alone. I did that at Christmas and trying to stay sober, or going on holiday to an inclusive resort where there's going to be 24/7 drinks. So they're all different recovery challenges. We can't plan for life, but we can plan for recovery challenges. It's all in the planning. Oprah Winfrey says life is like riding a horse, and recovery challenges are more like building a little house of Lego. So do they work? Well, this is the same question as how soon will I be well? I don't know. I don't know whether they'll work. You only find out whether they work if you actually do them. It's not work. It's not an appraisal. We're not into competence in recovery and measuring it. It's a long, old, dusty foot journey. So a recovery challenge is something you're going to see if you can do. It encourages you to carry on, and it's a bit like coaching yourself in some ways, which I think you can do as you get further down the path. It can show you how vulnerable or strong you are. I feel really strong after my challenge today, but that doesn't always work out. And don't worry if it doesn't, it'll change. But this is sort of the bad news of recovery in a way, but it's realistic, and I want you to know there's no finish line in recovery. There's no certificate to say that you're well, and there's no one you can pay that will give it to you, despite what life coaches might say. So it's your recovery, your Lego, and your life. So why do it? Well, I'm going to explain to you, to answer that question, my 2009 recovery challenges, which were going to see my son in a series of 6 shows throughout the year, nicely spaced, to see if I could do it. I was drinking with the same people who I'd drunk with and been mentalist with in the same city, right next to all the car crashes I'd had, and a lot of those people remembered me as a drunk car crash. So this is pretty good. So show 1 was horrendous. I was sat in VIP. I had to pull a nail out of someone's nose, and the worst thing was that there was basically free drink. So I sat down and someone said, "Oh, you'll help me polish off a free bottle of Prosecco, won't you?" Because I was kind of known for that. And I thought, oh dear, am I going back to day 1? Cut to fast forward to show 6 in December, where it was much better. I had better hair. I don't know why. No VIP free drinks and no photographic proof, which I think in itself says a lot. And I felt a lot more relaxed. What did I learn from my recovery challenges? Well, 1, I'm an alcoholic who can't just have 1 drink. 2, I can't order alcoholic drinks at a bar and physically carry them. 3, recovery is slow. 4, people begin to have a grudging respect for you, but some people hate you more. They're the people with the drink problem. For some reason, you start shining a big light on them, not intentionally. I was really socially awkward being sober in the party room, but now I'm getting a lot better. This has taken me 3 years. Don't expect it to be instant. Nothing's instant about recovery. And 6, it's all in the planning. Show 1, I just sat down and was presented with a free drink. By show 6, I turned up bang on time, leaving me less time at the bar, and I sat at the back for an early exit. So it's over to you. Set yourself a recovery challenge. something you can repeat, they were ideal. A series and you can chart your progress. It will feel uncomfortable at first. I absolutely hated it and I was very thirsty and drinking lots of water. But by the last show, I didn't have to drink water. And the progress that I've seen has made me feel better about my sobriety. Remember, progress isn't linear from here to here. Some of the shows were okay, some of them weren't. It also depended on my emotional state, what else was going on for me. So above all, celebrate your small victories, people. Keep celebrating your small victories, whether you're trying to be sober, whether you've left someone abusive, whether you are beating some sort of habit, whether you are trying with your mental health to recover. Celebrate your small victories, and this recovery challenge is a really good way to do it. Challenge yourself to something small and celebrate the hell out of it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and recover now from the recovery challenge I had today, which was good in one way, but I don't really like people mocking me for being teetotal. So yeah, I'll go and have a cup of tea and just kind of, just be human and be a bit fed up about it and then just get on with my life. So 361 coming out Monday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. blog, podcast coming soon, and celebrate the small victories, people. Just keep being real.